Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I am with Connor Farley. What's up, Connor?
Hello.
What's up, Phil Archer?
Hello.
Okay, so what happened, Connor, with this article?
Well, it seems that people are accusing Doctor Who of being too topical, and that's impacting on the ratings, which are apparently dwindling, which they're actually not.
Okay.
And it's down to a more diverse cast and viewer frustration. But the thing is that she defends it, but her defense is actually just common sense.
Right.
Most TV shows these days reflect society today.
Right.
The issue that Doctor Who has that could make it seem like it's being shoved down people's throats is that they are allowed to go back in time. For example, with the Rosa Parks thing, tackling racism
Right.
at its very core, rather than if it was set in modern day and they were tackling racism in the same way that they tackled it in Rosa, I don't think that people would complain. I think it's just that they feel that because it's in that setting of a time period where it's really racist like that it's kind of like shoving down this like social progressiveness down our throats when it's actually not. It's just kind of like it's just reflecting society today. It's just taking it.
So basically, any writer is like the stuff that they care about, they're going to put into the episodes.
Things that reflect modern day society. Racism is still an issue.
Look, I'll tell you what. Sorry, go
on. Trying to think of the other historians. Well, to be fair, some of the historicals this year are not really reflective of today's. Like last year, you had Oxygen, capitalism, stuff like that. You've got to have a message,
but you know what? Does Doctor Who always need to have a message drilled through it? Can it not?
No, but that's not how it is anyway. It doesn't have a message every week. Saranga Conundrum didn't.
That's true.
Okay.
I just don't see why people are complaining about it.
I mean, I don't know. So you know the words, everything is fine, business as usual, let's just watch Doctor Who?
Business is better.
Okay.
Ratings are actually up.
Okay. So this is what everybody wants with Doctor Who going forward, you think?
Well, what you have to... It's bizarre because Whovians are themselves, which is very new, very sort of evolutionary sort of like tactic.
They're conflicted with each other?
No. It's like it's a very like new tactic of saying that the ratings are down when actually the facts say otherwise. It's never done that before. That usually when ratings are up in the way that they have been for Series 11, if it was any other era, these same Whovians would be jumping up and down with excitement because the ratings would have gone up.
So because they don't like Doctor Who, they're making excuses, you're saying?
Yeah, because they don't like the current era, Jodie Whittaker, Chris Chibnall.
Right.
They're trying to undermine it by putting out falsities that are being reported as fact. And then people like Digital Spy and Cult Box and the BBC.
Isn't Digital Spy basically Doctor Who? I mean, they've been covering Doctor Who constantly.
Yeah, they cover Doctor Who. They've been covering Doctor Who since
forever. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so they just eat this up to cover this, right? They love this drama.
No. The Digital Spy were actually the very first people to come out and say an article saying, actually, no, you people saying that the ratings are down are actually wrong.
Right.
the part of a brilliant article, kind of like pointing out where these people, this group think was wrong, and ever since then, people have just kind of been fighting each other about whether the ratings are up or down. And to be honest, they're all up. So I don't see why people are still persisting with this thing about ratings are down and it's because it's too topical. It's just a way. It's just a group think to try and undermine the new era because they don't like the direction it's going in person.
So the facts is the ratings are not going down.
That Donald Trump theory of alternative facts, that's what's going on in Doctor Who at the moment.
Alternative fact? Okay.
What do you mean theory? What do you mean?
Because that was his theory, wasn't it? About alternative facts.
That people are saying stuff that's true, but that's not true?
Yeah, but it's not true. That's it. That they're making up an alternative fact about viewing figures.
Okay.
I can see where some people have their gripes because the historical ones are fine. They're the better ones out of what we got so far. Are they saying that it's just not sci-fi enough for them? It's too much. It's never going to teach you.
I mean, if you want to play devil's advocate and say that the political inclusion in the show is a bad thing, then the response to that would also be that it's been there for ages.
Right.
It's not a new thing. Chibnall hasn't brought it in.
No, but
in fact, the person that pushed political stances on things more was Moffat.
Right.
Even RTD, who was primarily left wing about things, would put political stuff in his series as well. He was primarily for gay rights, which is a
I understand that. I understand that, but
and he was for Obama, like he had Obama in it, right? Like Russell Davis.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. It's not a new thing. This argument is dated, but it's being used as a way to push an alternative fact.
Well, so what is so wrong and divisive about this season of every other? Because there seems to be a bit more of a gripe going on this season than there has been prior.
I mean,
it's the same as all new showrunners. Moffat had it. RTD probably had it. It's just, and you've got the added bonus of a female doctor, which is as divisive a thing as you can get.
I mean, if I could say as simplistic as possible without anything, it hasn't catched people. Well, it hasn't catched my interest like it would. It hasn't. It's kind of boring most of the time. Lately.
Yeah, for my personal taste, it's been far too simplistic. I think.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I don't have an agenda. Like I'm not going to be like, oh, I hate female doctor. Oh, this. It's just not there for me. It's not doing it for me. It says it's Doctor Who on the title, but when I watch it, I'm like, what is this? Like, I don't think it's Doctor Who. I don't feel it's Doctor Who. And there's little things that they're throwing in there about the Doctor having blood pressure, which I don't know if that's a joke or because she's a Time Lord and she don't need to worry about blood pressure, or like, and they're throwing things about her health in there. They're throwing retconning things. I mean, it's not just. I mean, one, I don't like it that there's no villains. I don't like it that it's plain. I don't like it that it's ordinary. I don't like it that it's safe. I don't like it that they're going so easy on Doctor Who. This is like kindergarten level for a doctor that, she don't have to face any threats. I feel that she's getting a pass, and no doctor gets a pass. And she's got a pass since before she even started, where they wouldn't even let her talk to people live that she's a doctor. She had a pre-recorded thing that nobody's had that in history. And I think it's all because of Chibnall, not because of anything else. And they even latched on to things that had nothing to do with Doctor Who, where she was in a telemovie or something. Oh, I'm not a doctor. Like, just anything to boost her without, and then when the time comes, it's like, it sounds like Chibnall would create such awesome monsters that they will be memorable to appear in future seasons. And the only two things that could possibly appear, although they're not really memorable, is the Stenza and the Pating, which the Pating is like the dwarf creature, the Gelf, whatever the heck thing in from David Tennant's time that you hardly saw or whatever, like that thing. So, I mean, there's a lot of things I feel wrong with Doctor Who, but without an agenda. I mean, I'm just saying, like, plain. It's just plain. If Chibnall created, like, actual races that were villains, that they really thought about it, rather than... I think they're worried more about Yaz's assessment files than anything else. Like, they do these stupid things, like, the Remnants. Just a history of science. It's like, who cares? Like, I understand they can do for Doctor Who, but, like... Will anybody remember that the handkerchief monster is called the Remnant? They probably won't even care. And then when you're saying, oh my God, I can't run. Am I running to buy this season on Blu-ray? Not really. I wouldn't even take a bus ride to go get this season on Blu-ray. There's nothing in it that makes me want, oh, Alan Cummings, maybe. I mean, but it can't be one episode that moves you to get. Like, even if we rate it, and we rated high marks each episode, right?
Yeah.
We're rating it almost like a different system because we can't really rewatch these episodes. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost like a totally different category we're doing it. Because for Jodie Whittaker's season, it's that. But if you rate it up against any other episodes, it'd be completely different. You know what I'm saying? Like any other Doctor. So I don't know. It's just... I'm torn because sometimes I like an episode or I think some of them is good, but it still doesn't feel like Doctor Who to me. But I can get where some people just trying to add stuff to it, like, oh, the ratings are terrible, you know. I guess ultimately when push comes to shove, we'll find out what the real ratings are. But so far they're showing that they're up, right, Connor? That's pretty much reality.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, pretty much.
Now, there's this other thing that came out today, which I question the timing of it. Because we had covered this before, and we had felt that, like a lot of us on here felt that Neil Gaiman was sabotaged with Nightmare in Silver because he got so many awards with The Doctor's Wife that maybe somebody had an ego, maybe somebody like, oh no, I'm going to change his episode. And it's so weird because he says it in the article. You want to read the article, Connor, a little bit?
I've read that. He basically, I think it was Moffat, wasn't it, that heavily rewrote Nightmare in Silver. Now, the thing is that personally, Neil Gaiman, I think he's a good writer, but I don't like his Doctor Who episodes, personally. So it's no skin, it's no skin off my back that he's
butthurt about.
He's butthurt about it, to be fair.
I mean, I really love the Doctor's Wife episode.
I know a lot of people
do. Altered it because he didn't want to be upstage, then that's a problem.
It depends. It depends also what was altered.
He's making it like the whole damn thing was altered.
Well, I think it was because from what I remember, the kids were not originally supposed to be in it until Moffat.
Hi, Alex.
Good evening, guys.
The thing about which is actually primarily an issue of most of the second part of Series 7 was that Clara was actually originally supposed to be a Victorian. And so, because obviously there would be a difference between a modern-day Clara and a Victorian Clara in the way that she acts and etc., Gaiman had to, and Moffat would have to rewrite the whole thing. I think the Cybermen, to a certain degree as well, were heavily altered. In fact, there's bound to be something somewhere that I can find.
What is the reasoning behind, like, totally changing 90% of his script? Where the first time he handed the script in, nobody touched it. Like, well, how could you never touch The Doctor's Wife completely? And then he gets awards. He gets like one of the greatest Doctor Who episodes of all time. And then, why alter this though? like to pieces. I'm talking like for him to come out and say it, he was really upset by it. Because now it comes out when Moffat's not the showrunner anymore.
That's been out.
That makes you wonder why he didn't come back, though. You know? Because it's all bullshit. He was never coming back because he didn't want to deal with Moffat anymore. You know?
That's a fair statement.
What's actually happening? Can you bring me what's going on?
Neil Gaiman, who did The Doctor's Wife, and Nightmare in Silver, had came out and said that due to his bad experience with Doctor Who, he was able to do great with his Good Omens, becoming showrunner and everything, his own projects. Like, it was a learning experience.
Oh, bloody hell.
Like, in other words, Doctor Who messed him up so badly and made him effing miserable that his stuff got destroyed, that it basically made him a better person to be a showrunner himself and take complete control of his works with his own projects. But he basically says that Nightmare in Silver, what we've seen is basically cut to pieces, not his, changed beyond belief, and he was at war with them trying to get it fixed, and they wouldn't let him do anything to fix it, and they put out a half-assed thing that he has his name attached to it.
Oh dear.
And he's not happy about it. So, which probably was the reason why he never came back. Which nobody says anything until years later, like, oh, that's why. You know? So we'll find out what happened with Peter Jackson, like, years from now. Like, why the F, if it was so, like, a thing, why didn't he come back? I really have a feeling, and Connor, I mean, you could tell me yes or no, or we don't know, but I really have a feeling Moffat's the cause of most of this stuff.
The thing about Moffat is that he's quite totalitarian in the way that he ran the show. He didn't really encourage a writer's room format, which Chibnall is doing. So it was his way or no way. And I think, in some ways it creatively killed the show. But in other ways, you can't accuse Moffat's era of not being Moffat's vision. At the same, it's not impeded by anyone else, which is I don't know. It depends whether you're a fan of Moffat or not. He's definitely divisive.
But isn't we're hearing rumors that the writers' room fell apart long ago with Chibnall, that he did have a writers' room, and that fell apart. And it's not really a writer's room anymore. Is that true?
It's still a writer's room.
I don't think it ever was a writer's room. That was just someone's flashy way of saying, "Oh, we've got a new team of writers."
So you're thinking Chibnall doesn't even have a writer's room?
It was a writer's room because he said himself that it's the UK way of working with the US way of working as well. So it's a UK-US hybrid.
But so you think that all these writers got along with Chibnall 100%?
Yeah. They all sat in a room and they all...
So there's not going to be any stories coming from this that they had a horrible experience?
Probably not, no.
Okay.
Because all of them...
Are they coming back? Are these writers next season as well?
We'll find out.
I think it'd be like a revolving door thing. You've got this set of writers for this season, then you get then he'll get another new set, and so on and so on.
It could well be that, yeah. And I think next season you'll see more writers return.
Oh, really?
As in from Moffat and RTD's era.
Oh, really? Like who? Mark Gatiss?
No, don't think Gatiss will.
I don't think he will. He wouldn't.
Toby Whithouse?
No, Whithouse is pretty busy. Was
it Jamie Matheson?
Yeah, Jamie Matheson might. Catherine Chazena might. There are loads of writers. God, Sarah Dollard might.
No, not after her last one. Not Sarah Dollard.
Her last one. I don't know what you're on about, but...
Hang on, wait. Which one was the Romans one? That was... Oh, that's what's her name? Monroe. That's who I'm talking about. My apologies. Yeah.
You are. No, I think she's done.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next episode is the Witchfinders.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw a longer trailer today, so
Another show?
it's a longer trailer.
Yeah, there's another trailer.
Oh, 17. Okay. Is it good?
It looks.
Yeah, it's got a bit more of Alan coming in.
Does it have the Doctor in it?
Yep.
Yes. Don't go there again, Joe. For goodness.
All right. 3 more. Anything else about special?
Nope. We'll find out about that probably next month because DWM is doing the title and stuff.
Any missing episodes being redone?
Yes, quite a few.
Yeah,
quite a few.
Wheel in Space, Macra Terror,
Animation, or they found
animation.
Okay.
There's another one, wasn't there?
Well, tries to be my top one anyway to buy.
Because in the next couple of weeks, in the BFI, they're screening a 10-minute excerpt of Wheel in Space in color animation. So I'm still ready to go and see that myself.
Do you guys have the running time for the special?
It'll be an hour.
An hour.
Yeah, the finale actually is 50 minutes.
Oh.
So only the first episode, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, would be the extended one.
Okay.
Which kind of makes me think that the special is going to be episode 11, which makes me think that that's going to be the finale, and that's going to be the extended one.
Oh, they never announced 10 as the finale.
I don't think that 10 is going to be the finale.
So how could a special be a finale?
Because it'll link into what has gone on before, probably.
But isn't the special supposed to be... Well, I mean, the New Year's, that's true. I mean, kind of was like a finale. The Christmas special, New Year's special at the time.
All 3 of them are in the finale, not the finale, the special.
Oh,
Graham, Yaz, and Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you think is going to happen at the end of that? Are we going to have one companion less?
I think Ryan and Graham will leave, and it'll just be Yaz and the Doctor.
I think Graham's dying.
Graham might die, yeah.
And I think Ryan will be left home, and I think Yaz will travel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or maybe they'll get a new companion in the special with Yaz.
That would be interesting if they did that.
Yeah.
And then you would just wait a couple of months, well, half a year to see this new companion in full force. I don't think... Go on.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I don't think it's just going to be Cody and Yaz for the next season. They're going to have to drag in someone else.
Yeah, they got to do something interesting. What is the next book to be released from Stephen Moffat and Russell T. Davies?
No idea.
No idea.
There is going to be, though.
Well, what's that?
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
but they're not, because I thought they said that they have more stuff coming.
Oh, there could well be, but I haven't heard anything, so I'm not totally certain.
What's the status of Stephen Moffat's projects?
Dracula is casting, and it's going to film in January, I think. Time Traveler's Wife. Don't know about that. That's all he's doing at the moment.
What about the Mark Gatiss? I heard had a special project. What's that?
I don't know about that. I don't really follow Gatiss, to be honest with you.
And what is this? What is this thing about this? The plan with Class? Because they withheld the sequel to the finale for a reason, and they had audios with Class. But are they going to? Because I heard there's going to be another season of Class. Are they going to resolve the Weeping Angels finale?
They
no,
do.
there will not be another series of Class.
No,
There's not going to be another audio series of Class for Big
There
Finish.
might be another audio series, but they're not going to touch.
I heard there's another audio Big Finish series.
No, that's fair enough. They're not going to delve back into what happened at the end of the TV series. They're just going to continue as they're going along with it. Not going to touch that.
But how could they continue it if there was no real time that they had to do anything else, like during the season? Like, it's not like they encountered tons of things. It was like one after the other. Each episode led right into the next one, so it wasn't like they,
But they did it. They did it with the first audio. I can't see why they can't do the same thing.
I know, but that doesn't make sense either. The first audio too, kind of, because. All right, so then in other words, this takes place before the finale. All of this.
Well, I would assume so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And the Paternoster Gang, is that going to be a regular audio event in Big Finish?
Yeah, that's a new range coming out, and that's what they'll continue doing until no more.
And then there was this other thing, Gallifrey Time War 2 with Lalla Ward.
Yeah, I'll mention that. You remember the Demon Headmaster?
Yes.
Yeah, you got the actor who was playing him. Forgot his name. Because he was in
Terence Hardiman.
Yeah, because he was in Beast Below.
Yes, he would. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm surprised they called him. Well,
he's playing the new Rassilon, isn't he?
Yeah, they couldn't afford Timothy.
The guy who was playing the Masters playing Rassilon? Is that what's happening? Oh, he's not. Okay.
No, the guy that was in Beast Below, playing the sinister bloke.
Okay.
He's playing Rassilon, Another Regeneration.
And Lalla Ward is Romana.
Yep.
Didn't they have her regenerate though in the audios?
She did. She regenerated. There was a future version of her, Romana 3.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know why she's not come back to it.
Hmm. Didn't they also regenerate the Ronnie in the audios too?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Siobhan Redmond.
Was there anything that was added about the River Song meeting Barbara Wright, or it's just quiet with that?
Yeah, that won't be announced until God knows when. We're ahead of
Okay. I'm sure they'll announce the other River Song Diaries before that one, like where
of course.
the third, the second,
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Obviously, Big Finish, man. They got stuff planned. I mean, how long are they going to be doing stuff for a long time to come, I guess?
Oh, look. It started in 99. Look where we are now. So they're going, as long as they got stories in their head, they'll be going forever.
And they make a lot of money, huh? People buy these things like hotcakes, I guess.
They're more richer than the BBC, I think. There you
Really?
go. I'm joking. They probably are.
Any new merchandise?
No.
No.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
As Character Options gave up the license for the toys at the moment. They made all the figurines. Character Options, they did all the figurines. Well, they gave up the license.
No, they still got the license. Because they just popped out a new version of the Sonic, didn't they?
Yeah, but there's nothing much happening on the figurine front. Judged by this series, it's not going to happen.
There's nothing to really sell.
No.
From this season, and that's what Joe's been saying all along. That merchandise is really shit these days.
I mean, here's another thing. Connor, you're in charge of promoting Series 12, right? Do you tell Chibnall, like, before, like, they start filming the episodes, before, like, when it's early stage where things could change, do you make him put something familiar in the episodes where it's like a classic monster, or you have a meeting with him, or no, he can't be talked to just like Moffat can't be talked to? Connor's away. All right, never mind that question. Philip, where'd you go?
I'm here.
Oh, Everybody went away, man. All right, never mind.
Did you? Shall we bring up the thing I sent you earlier, Joe, about what Jody said?
We were talking about that. What do you feel about that?
Well, I think she should watch what she says, because some words can be taken out of context. Because someone could take certain things what she says and make something else of it.
Like, in other words, she has an agenda or something, and they could just formulate some weird opinion.
Yeah.
So she should be the doctor and not let Chibnall handle himself. Let him protect himself, basically.
The way that I sort of read it is that she's defending Chibnall to the end of the earth.
That's what I was saying. Like, just let him defend himself. He's a big boy, and just stay out of it, right?
Yeah. I think that should happen.
I mean, I don't know. I think she should stay out of it. I think she should stay out of it. Yeah.
Philip, have you seen the article?
Yeah, I read it. I just read it.
Yeah.
And it was only one line from her. But even still, you're right. He should be the one to respond and say, "Look, this is how I feel about it."
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Okay, you want to say something?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll leave it.
No, you can put it in there. You can go.
Well, the one thing I was going to say is that if Chibnall's got to buck his ideas up and that, he's got to make sure that he wants to commit to do this next series, not keep us in the dark all the time. Because I'm getting sick and tired of not hearing anything at the moment. And when you said about those rumours about Chibnall leaving, why can't he say it himself?
Well, that's it. The whole thing's just rumors, but also the fact that Series 12 we heard was already written with Series 11 together. So that kind of worries me, though, because if there's any room for improvement, they can't improve because they don't know what they did wrong.
Yeah, they might have written it. Doesn't mean they filmed it. So they can tweak it along the way.
Well, tweaking is not. I mean, how could you tweak? How much can you tweak, really? Are you talking about shredding the scripts like Moffat did when Clara decided, when Jenna Louise Coleman decided to stay, and he just basically threw the scripts in the shredder and just wrote on the basically that type of thing, or is it how? If it's there, it's there. What if he does episodes? What if he has a regular pattern? All right, he did a Rosa Parks episode, historical. He wants to do at least 2 historicals every year. He wants to do at least a pattern of 3 episodes in the past, 3 episodes in the future, 4 in the present, or whatever the hell it's going to be. What if he has a set thing? I'm sure the Series 12 they did at the same time as Series 11. It kind of has a similar pattern, no?
You know what? Yeah. You know the fact that the past episodes have been well received. You think that you might think, oh, next year I'll have the whole season of past episodes. That work for anybody? Would that be just a bit too much history in Doctor Who in one season?
Connor, how do you save next season?
How do I see it?
How do you promote it? How do you save it? What kind of input do you give
save it?
Chibnall? What kind of input do you give Chibnall to make it interesting where people are drawn to the trailer? Do you have him bring back classic monsters? What do you do?
No, I don't think that. I think the answer is just take more risks, but write it better. It's all about the writing. Get better actors as well, because to be honest, I still don't think that Jodie Whittaker has has that sort of energy.
Some of the actors, it's they picked them up from the unemployment line. Hey, you want a job? Here you go. It's $5. It's oh man. No emotion whatsoever in some of these episodes. It's
the guest stars have been great. Bradley Walsh has been fantastic.
Yes, he has.
The other 2, not so sure about. Jodie Whittaker, not so sure about. You've just got.
Well, Ryan, absolutely not. Yaz, we don't see it. For some reason, as much as the Doctor loves Yaz does not get screen time as much as Ryan or Graham half the times, or she don't get any interesting things about her as much as they do. I think. That's my opinion anyway. They kind of held back on Yaz for a while.
Yeah, she could have a lot more stories next season.
She's a cop. Like, how is she not able to do her job? Like, nobody's calling to see if she's all right. I mean, is she going to just return like 5 minutes after she left? I mean, you know.
Good point on that one.
Why don't they show why she became a police officer? Why don't they talk about that? Like, there's no characterization. Why Yaz? Like, what the hell? I mean, grandmother. Okay, that's nice. You know. No, I'm being serious. Like, I'm learning about Yaz's grandmother before I'm learning about Yaz. Like, her. Why do you want to be a police officer? Like, what's going on in there? I mean, like, at least we knew Rory. Rory wanted to be a nurse. Rory wanted to marry Amy. Rory, like, waited 1,000 years for Amy. I'm like, we don't got nothing about Yaz. She's just there. But yet, the doctor really loves her. Like, meaning, like, companion-wise, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think Yaz has been put in a situation like Amy and Rory did.
I know, but I want Yaz-centric episodes. I'm willing to, like, just accept 3 episodes in a row about Yaz because I think we have enough of the Ryan Graham dynamic. The whole damn season. Well, actually, the whole damn. You think about it, Ryan's like the first companion, right? Well, actually, no. I mean, even though they showed him first, it was really. She should be close to Graham, like, more than anything. But I guess not. I don't know. We should have more interaction in the TARDIS. We should have more interaction with the companions, with the Doctor. Not like 2 minutes. Like, because they feel so comfortable with her. I want to know what.
I'd like to see what more. I'd like to see what more of the TARDIS inside. How much of it's changed.
And there's obviously episodes that have happened that we don't know about. They're not showing all the adventures. They said something about apologizing to the turtle, whatever that thing is. Unless you know what that is. Do we know what that is, Connor, or is that just an episode we never seen?
It's just one of them adventures that you don't see.
Right. Like them going to Space Florida. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Or them hopping on one foot the whole episode. Okay.
Or Barcelona.
Right.
Or Las Vegas.
Right. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.